Hey YouTube family and GN subs, it's Humberto from GrayLaw TV, immigration attorney here in Los Angeles. Been practicing law for quite some time, and for those of you who are new to the channel, what I do is I give good news. My GN subs know that. They know I give preference to them. I answer their questions. I am very proactive in my YouTube channel, folks. If you're new, like and subscribe, and I go live every Wednesday, 4 p.m. PST time, that's here in Cali, and you can ask any question. I'll answer it, but you have to be a subscriber. That's the key, because we have lots of subs, they have lots of questions, and I like to answer those questions. So, hey, today what we're gonna do is we're gonna give you some good news. There's some good stuff that's going on, so let's unpack it. Let's get at it, folks. All right, we've talked about, I was the first one to bring you news about waiver of final interviews here with USCIS in the US. Well, guess what? The US consulate is now waiving some non-immigrant visa interviews, folks. So here's how it works. If you have a visa that expired, and it hasn't expired more than 48 months, then you can request at the consulate without going for an interview, right? They're going to waive the interview. You request that the interview be waived and that the visa be reissued, okay? It's being done, and it's good news. It could save you a lot of time, a lot of money in terms of travel. I've even had some people here in the US send their passports over to the US consulate abroad, request the waiver of the interview, and get the non-immigrant visa. So that's great news, folks. I put a link in the description box for State Department, so you can check it out. Go on the website, check out the new policy that's happening, and hey, you may be able to get that done. Hey, some more good news. Visa Lottery 2022. It's been chosen, it's out. 120,000 were chosen, and that's for 55,000 slots, right? So, the lottery has been around for quite some time. The good news is that, they're allowing individuals to come with green cards despite COVID. It's a great way to diversify our country in terms of people from all over the world. In fact, so what I've done is I've taken some of the information for you. So here are the top 10 countries and the number of immigrants that may be able to come with green cards. You'll find the list pretty fascinating. Check it out. I have it in the description box below. This is just very interesting information, right? Bit of good news. We've been talking about stimulus, right? There's different types. There's state stimulus and there's federal stimulus. Well, in California, Governor Gavin Newsom just signed a new bill for stimulus, and basically this is for the essential workers, those who are poor, those who are undocumented. He is providing a straight $600 stimulus check. All you have to have done is filed 2020 taxes and earn less than $30,000 a year. You get a check, right? Additionally, for undocumented workers making less than $75,000, because again, they got us through this COVID, all the farm workers, all, the undocumented workers that got us through this COVID, we're gonna reward them, give them a stimulus check. If you're undocumented, you're making less than $75,000, you get an additional $600. There's something called an ITIN number. It's a temporary tax ID number. If you have filed your taxes with that ITIN number, that qualifies as well, all right? So you're undocumented, you ask, can I get stimulus checks? Is it gonna affect my immigration? Absolutely not, all right? So that's coming in California. Check in your state as well. There's stimulus packages in other states that are being given. I know New York is giving a very generous stimulus package. So, check with your state and you may qualify. Some people heard about the bad news, DACA, right? So the federal judge in Texas, even after the Supreme Court said that DACA was fully back and new applicants can apply, a federal judge in Texas said, no, new applicants will not be accepted, and we're going to revisit the old DACA rules, right? It's like a seesaw, back and forth, back and forth. Hey, I still have good news. Biden administration says they will appeal that decision. So that decision is going to be appealed, not to worry so much, folks, right? Biden also said he's going to be lobbying Congress to make a law, to make it permanent. That's going to fix it, right? Just make it a law, and we'll be fine. And I think that's going to happen. So we're going to keep up the good fight, folks. All right, let's talk about some real cases, right? These are cases that I am working on in my office. Give you a sense of timing, give you a sense of policy. What's immigration doing? They are basically waiving interviews still. Here in the US, USCIS, they're waiving final interviews. I have this one case, I-751, adjudication time, 7 months. These were taking up to 2 years. What I did, I documented my case well. Tons of joint evidence. And look, final interview waived on a joint I-751 petition in 7 months. Incredible, all right? Now, we also talked about when you are filing for the extension of your work permit or you're filing for replacement of the green card. Here's what you do to get expedited service. It says tear off this portion with these 2 barcodes on the right-hand side. If you're filing for an I-90 replacement of your green card or for an extension of your work permit, keep this, all right? This particular notice comes when you get your extended work card or when you get your green card. It's affixed to this piece of paper. You want to keep this, keep it in a safe place so that when you're filing for the extension in the future or the replacement of your green card, you can put it with, and I'm telling you, record time, 2 weeks it's taking to get replacements of green cards or to get extension of the work permit. Inevitably, you're going to lose your green card. You know, they're good for 10 years. You always lose it. So when you do the replacement I-90, you fix this notice and it's going to be expedited. You don't have to wait. Generally it's taking 6 months. So what you had to do, you had to go to immigration, right? You had to go to immigration, wait in line, get an info pass appointment. With COVID, you couldn't do that. To get the green card stamp in the passport, you no longer have to do that. Make sure you keep this portion expedited, right? Hey, GrayLaw TV family, GN subs, thanks so much for watching GrayLaw TV. Click below, like and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up, right? And we'll be talking to you very, very soon.